So I want to talk about estimation of effort in this video. Estimation, the right estimation of effort. I just want to give you some story. In 2007, I was at the university. I was a young man at the university and I was struggling to have tuition to pay my tuition. And I needed to look for something to do, a job. So I went to one of the departments at the university, the Entrepreneurship Center, and I requested for an opportunity to work. So they gave me a job as a salesman to sell the short courses, certificate in bookkeeping, certificate in customer care. And they gave me a phone, they gave me a directory, a couple of directories from different, local directories. And they told me, Daniel, if you can be able to sell these short courses, you bring 20 for each course, then we'll be able to give you half of your tuition. Let me tell you what I did. Every single day, I was making 120 phone calls every day to book appointments, making 120 phone calls to call people for just a free talk about the benefits of bookkeeping, about how important customer care is. And in 2 weeks' time of making phone calls, 120 phone calls every single day, in 2 weeks' time, I did not bring 20 people for each course. I brought for one course over 200 people, for another course over 180 people. That was just incredible. The director of the center told me, Daniel, you know what? Never leave sales. Your career is in sales. And since then, I never looked back. But if you looked at that story, what actually made me get those numbers was my sheer amount of numbers, my effort. There's so many of us who are in sales and we're just trying it. We're not putting in the energy. We're not putting in the intensity. We're not putting in the effort. I want to challenge you. You want to be a great salesperson, put in the effort. If you don't put in a lot of effort, nothing's going to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. How many phone calls are you making daily? Are you making 3? Are you making 4? But is there somebody who is making 20? Is there somebody who is making 50 phone calls in a day? Is there somebody who is making 100 phone calls? Who wins? How many appointments are you going for in a day? Are you going for 5? Are you going for 3? Are you going for 6? Is there somebody who is going for 10 appointments every day? Who wins? That's the sheer amount of numbers is very important in everything you do in sales. How about the proposals that you're sending? How many emails are you sending? How many referrals are you getting on a daily basis? So when we talk about effort, there are these critical activities that are a must for you to do as a salesperson. And if you can do them well, consistently, I'm going to talk about consistency in another video later, but if you can consistently put in sheer amount of effort, I can guarantee you one thing, you must do great. The word is you must do great in sales. But many of us, we just mediocres. We lazy ourselves through the career of sales and thinking that tomorrow something good is going to happen. Manna will not drop from heaven for you, my friend. That was during those days, days of the Moses. These days you have to create your own manna. Put in massive effort, massive effort. If you can estimate more effort than what you think is expected for the work that you're doing, do 10 times more, then I can guarantee you should do well in your sales career. So be great now.